na naomba sasa nianze kusoma hotuba ya Biwaziri. Implementation of Community Land Act, Public Education and Awareness, Creation in Isiolo County, Leadership Meeting on Tuesday, February 16 at El Boran Hotel. Speech by Farida Karoney, EGS, Cabinet Secretary for the Land and Physical Planning. Isiolo Governor, County Commissioner, Senators who are supposed to be present, women representatives who are supposed to be present, representative of Chairman, National Land Commission, National Government administrators, members of County Assembly led by the Speaker and the Chair of the Land Committee, representative from FAO, members of the Working Group on Implementation of Community Land Act, senior county official, National and Ministry of Land staff, elders, civil society members present, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for attending this important function. We have convened this meeting to deliberate on the effective strategies for carrying out public education and awareness creation on Community Land Act 2016 in Isiolo County. We will also share our experiences and success in the implementation of this crucial piece of legislation. The Community Land Act was passed into law in September 21, 2016 to give effect to Article 63(5) of the Constitution. The Act provides for recognition, protection, and registration of community land rights, management and administration of community land, and the role of county government in relation to unregistered community land. The regulations to implement the Act were approved by Parliament in November 24, 2017. Community accounts for the biggest chunk of unregistered community land in Kenya. This demonstrates how significant this Act is in as far as land administration and management is concerned. In recognition of the great social economic potential that needs to be unblocked and made under the Act, the Ministry, in consultation with the National Land Commission, the county government, and the community, commenced the implementation of Community Land Act in July 2019. With the support of Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, of the European nations, funded by European Union, the Cabinet Secretary constituted the Working Group on Implementation of Community Land Act to spearhead the implementation process. The Ministry has put in place necessary structures, personnel, strategies, and financial resources needed for implementation of the Act. Today, I'm happy to report that we are already working in 24 counties that have unregistered community land. Additionally, public sensitization was conducted in 23 counties between August 2019 and February 2020. Isiolo County is the 24th and the last county in this exercise. 9 counties out of the 24 counties are being supported by Food and Agriculture Organization under the Land Governance Program being funded by the European Union. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have sensitized 30,000 participants through a national program for public education and awareness creation as required by the law. We are optimistic that this sensitization program have equipped communities with knowledge of the Act. This should enable them to prepare for registration of their community land. In our sensitization program, we reached out to senators, members of parliament, relevant parliamentary committee, national government officials at county and national level, including the county commissioners, deputy county commissioners, assistant county commissioner chiefs, assistant chief, technical officers from Ministry of Land, officers from National Land Commission, Council of Governors, officers from county government, civil societies, professional bodies in 121 sub-counties. Today, we add 3 more sub-counties to the 121 sub-counties, and by Friday of this week, we shall have already reached 124 sub-counties that are spread across 24 counties that have large chunk of community land, unregistered community land. In the financial year 2020-2021, the Ministry, in collaboration and partnership of state and non-state actors, development partners, European Union, will focus on 4 implementation themes. Number 1, registration of communities and community land parcels in 347 group ranches and dissolved group ranches, and 83 unregistered community land that are contained in inventories that have been received from 12 counties out of the 24 counties. The second key theme for this financial year would be review of Community Land Act 2016 and the Regulation 2017 to remove implementation bottlenecks. In carrying out the review, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that there will be public participation in the review process. The fourth key point and theme for this financial year is building partnership, synergies, resource mobilization, advocacy that are necessary for implementation of the Act. And lastly, we are going to have continuous structured public education with a focus on the key actors in the implementation of Community Land Act. The Ministry recognizes the importance of partnership, cooperation, and building of synergies among state and non-state actors in the implementation of the Act. The coordination, cooperation, and consultation among different state actors and communities charged with the role under this Act is vital for the successful implementation of the Act. These actors include the national government, the National Land Commission, the county government, respective communities in the 24 counties, key stakeholders like the civil societies and other development partners. Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, land is our community's most important resource. There is a recognized link between secure land rights and county growth and investment climate. Security of tenure is also important for social inclusion, particularly for historically disadvantaged communities, such as the pastoralists, whose lands have never been registered. In carrying out public education in the 23 out of the 24 counties, communities have expressed several challenges that include inter-county and intra-county boundary conflicts, financial constraint, fear of marginalization and discrimination, amongst others. The Act provides a framework for resolution of disputes, alternative resolution mechanism, and other traditional approaches that we call upon the state and non-state actors to preach peace and unity and support the communities with the necessary support and assistance as they embark on the registration process. To date, 12 counties have submitted inventories, Isiolo being one of them, of their respective unregistered community land in readiness for registration process as required by the law. I challenge the remaining 24 county government in consultation with their communities to speed up the process of submitting inventories of unregistered community land within their jurisdiction to fast-track the registration process. We celebrated 2 communities in Laikipia County, Ilngwesi and Mosul, which have walked the journey and successfully registered their community land, measuring 8,675.5 hectares and 2,646.0 hectares, respectively. The registration of the 2 communities is symbolic of great achievement the process has made in the implementation of the Act. Olkeria Group Ranch in Kajiado County is in the final stages of registration. Lesapien and Silalai communities are set to carry out their elections of the Community Land Management Committee in February 17th and 18th, just this month, 2021. These achievements are the result of consultation, cooperation, collaboration, and partnership by all stakeholders. I commend the county government and the communities for this great success. We specifically thank communities that are sensitive to the 2/3 gender role and the acknowledgement of the youth and persons with disabilities. I urge communities in Isiolo to take cognizance of all these groups of persons in the election of community land management committees. I challenge all of us present here to continue with the same spirit to ensure that communities in this county conduct their election by the end of the year in preparation for registration of unregistered community land in the county. The Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning extends its gratitude to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations through the European Union for the technical and financial support throughout the process. I also thank the civil society, Action Aid groups, and many other civil society working in the land sector and the other stakeholders in the land sector who have collaborated with the Ministry and National Land Commission in the implementation of this Act. Ladies and gentlemen, I now invite the Working Group on Implementation of Community Land Act 2016 to make presentations on Community Land Act, and I look forward to fruitful deliberations in this leadership meeting and the subsequent sub-county meetings that will take place in the sub-counties in Isiolo. I thank you all. Farida Karoney, EGS, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Land. Asanteni.